I'm delighted to be joined once again by Tony. A big special guest this weekend, Martin Bayfield, ex-Lions, ex-England. Martin, we're going to have a look first of all at the Six Nations.
Right.
Wales, of course, Grand Slam winners, champions, defending champions. They are the slight favourites at 9-4. France 3-1. England under Martin Johnson 3-1. Ireland under Declan Kidney 7-2. The other two we're not even going to talk about because they've absolutely no chance of winning it. So looking at the big four in the market, what do you see happening in this year's Six Nations?
I think Wales are the favourites, without doubt, and they Grand Slam champions last year. Out of all the home unions, they had the best of the autumn internationals, beating Australia, pushing South Africa close, performed well against New Zealand. So I see them as favourites. Whether they'll do it with the Grand Slam again, I'm not entirely sure, but I would expect them on form to win the championship. Doing it by Grand Slam is a big ask, but I should expect them to win. France, I'm never quite sure, it depends which team turns up, but I would put them as second favourites. England, well, they had a pretty miserable autumn, so we're hoping for a turnaround under Jono, and he would have had them for a bit longer, so yes, but I would put England, Ireland and maybe Scotland kind of around about the same level, with Italy behind them. So any one of those three, Ireland, Scotland or England, could jump out and surprise. But at the top, I would expect Wales to be first and France coming in second.
So you fancy Wales to win the Six Nations?
To win it this year.
And the World Cup, jumping ahead a little bit, 2011. Yeah. New Zealand the favourites, but they are the proverbial chokers. There's no doubt about that in the World Cup. South Africa, reigning champions, of course, having beaten England in last year's final. They're at 5-1, as are Australia. England are 8-1, France 14s, Wales 16s, and Ireland 25-1.
Yeah.
Where do you see any value there in the World Cup? I know it's a couple of years ahead, but you've said England have plenty of potential.
They've got potential. I mean, it's interesting to see the odds on Wales well down from England, but at the moment you'd put them above. So I think what people are looking at is in the 2.5 years now, maybe we've got who will improve the most. I fancy New Zealand to win it though. I do fancy them to win it, but then along with everyone else, I fancy them to win it before every World Cup. As you said, they tend to choke. South Africa, I don't see defending their championship. I don't see them winning the World Cup. I think they've got a few problems further down the line because it's a difficult country to predict how they're going to do, very political. Australia are always going to be in the mix. France, they always have one bad game during the World Cup. Unfortunately for them, it comes in the knockout stages and it takes them right out of the mix. England, there is potential there, but they're going to have to crack on. At the moment, I would say that the attractive bet would be Wales, because with Gatland in charge, they could push on. They really could. Whether it's enough to see them win a World Cup, I'm not entirely sure, but the favourites would have to be surely, but I think people are nervous about backing New Zealand because
maybe Wales at 16-1 for a
it's
bit
not
of
a bad
interest.
one, but New Zealand, surely this time they've got to do it. They've got to do it. They can't wait 24 years, can they, for the next World Cup?
Well, thanks for tipping up two favourites. Our punters will love that anyway.